Just give me the weekend to move some things around. No, no. You do not get to schedule God's gifts for you. I'm Coach Bruce, and I'm a life coach for ADHD parents. And I was having a conversation with a future now client, and he was still trying to do things his way. We had a conversation, and he finally admitted that he needed help. He was lost. The way he's been doing things for the past many years has got his wife moving out. It's got him feeling distant with his kids and unaware of how to interact with them in a way that is loving, caring, patient, kind. He's fed up all the time with everything. He hates his job and he's not producing. Nothing is working for him. So when I tell him I'm willing to do everything I can to help him get back in the game, and he wants to negotiate, after I've dropped the price, I've given him extra time to deliberate. Just give me the weekend. I was called to try to help this man. I was brought into his life for a reason. He was brought across my path. God put us together. It is my job to do what God tells me to do. And I was told to try to make this man commit to submitting. I'm not going to be the one who fixes this man's life. He is going to fix his life, but the first thing he has to do is to submit to the process. He has to stop trying to fix things his way because it doesn't fucking work. His entire life is falling down around him, and yet he's still trying to wheel and deal and jerry rig and duct tape his life together. Stop fighting the process. I don't usually strong arm people once we've had a conversation about coaching. I present it to them. If they want it, cool. This one was different because he had committed. He had decided that he was going to submit to this conversation, and he told me he felt God move in him. He felt relief as soon as he made the commitment. He had given it to God, and he was ready to commit. You don't get to say that. You don't get to give it to God and then take it back. That's not how it works. If anybody else told me like, hey, I'm thinking about your coaching services, I'd say, cool. And then they'd say, I changed my mind. I'm like, okay, cool. It sucks I'm not for you, but whatever. Like, I only want to help people who want me to help them. But in this situation, he had told me that God pointed him to me, that I was the one who was going to provide him the help he needed. He was ready for it. You can't make that kind of declaration and then start backpedaling and trying to negotiate. That's not how that works. So I told him no. The price was as low as it's going to get. And if we aren't on a call tonight, it goes all the way back to the top. And probably in a couple of weeks, it'll be even higher. I'm going through another training certification. I continue to add to my skill set, put tools in my toolbox, get better and better at this job, add resources and software to make this process what it can be to just explode my client's potential. So no, today's price is not tomorrow's price. Absolutely not. God called us here to meet, for me to give you an opportunity. I was given a gift to give to you. Take it now or don't. That's fine. But don't try to negotiate with me on God's gifts. I don't think I am God's gift. I think our opportunity together is God's gift. Our chance for a shared transformation is God's gift. Why would you try to negotiate that? Once you've already felt his presence in that transformation, why would you try to put a price tag on that? Especially whenever it's the lowest I've ever charged anybody. Because I want to help. I want to help people. This man is desperate. This man is going through some things. And right now is the most pivotal moment in his life. And God brought him across my path. So, yes, I absolutely feel a responsibility to make it reasonable for him to be able to do this. But then you can't start lowballing and trying to, you have to respect the process. You have to understand that you are going to have to sacrifice. If you're not willing to sacrifice for the next phase of your life, if you're not willing to sacrifice to leave scarcity and go into abundance, then you don't deserve it. You think I haven't sacrificed? You think I didn't have to step out into the unknown to get to a better place? I did. I absolutely did. And I was fucking terrified. But as soon as I made that step, I could see so clearly that there was a different path for me. The scarcity that I'd been living in my whole life that told me you can't spend that. You can't do that. That's not for you. You're not worthy of that. You should invest in yourself. Don't spend money. Don't spend money. Don't spend money. That was a lie. I am worthy. I am everything that I could possibly be already. I just need to uncover it. I just need to believe. I just need to let go of the limiting stories. And that is the same for anybody who comes across my path. I am not going to save you. I am not your salvation. But I can provide the opportunity for you to be your salvation. I can give you the tools, resources, and space for you to have the right conversations with yourself to make serious transformation. Why would you turn that down because of a weekend? Why would you try to negotiate with God and say, well, I'm not quite ready quite yet. Let me move some things around? Like, that's bullshit. You're scared and you're trying to do it your way. You're not going to get God's gifts doing things your way. You have to submit to Him. You have to move when God tells you to move to get His gifts. I was moved, so I told him, hey, here's what's up. I was moved and I told him, hey, here's when it ends. I was moved and I said, hey, man, it's fine if you don't want it. But if you want it, the time is now. We'll see if he shows up. I really hope he does. I'm praying for him either way, because all I want is for these ADHD dads, these ADHD moms, to find the purpose and passion in their lives with their families. I want them to love their kids like unconditionally and un unabashedly. I don't want there to be this fear around being a family because you're ADHD, because you don't feel worthy, because of the negative self-talk, because of the random emotional explosions, because of all the things that you've always done wrong and that you'll never be able to do right. I want people to be able to let go of those stories so they can fully love their families again. That is what I have found. And it has never been better for me. And I know it will only continue into more and more abundance as I let go of more and more of my old stories and I stop limiting myself. It was never anybody else. It was always about me putting the ceiling on me. And you're doing the same thing if you were trying to negotiate God's gifts. If you're trying to write a schedule that tells God when to provide to you, when He gives it, you take it and you rise, or you don't. Talk to you tomorrow.